And there's 5 red lights. And away we go for Season 8 F3. It looks like Callum got a good start. Oh, the timings are glitched already. Give me a camera angle, game. Come on, game. And Callum's into the lead. The timings are absolutely screwed. I think that's Paco in second place. And, okay, this game's terrible. And I think that is Flip-Flop Fish in second. And, okay, I don't know what's happening right now. And we've got, I think that's Flip-Flop Fish on the inside of Chris. The timings are screwed. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. And we've got a VSC. Okay, this game is fantastic, isn't it? Already, it's only lap 4 and he's got 25%. Paco, you need to start saving. Don't worry about overtaking Callum, man. Just sit behind him, man. Like, look at this. Oh, Paco's bottled! Paco's bottled! I said he'd be the first retirement. He hasn't retired, but he's bottled. Oh, dearie me. Paco. Outside of the Wall of Champions, he has lost his wing. That is a shame for him. He hasn't retired, like I said he would. But, can he make a move into the chicane, under the little tunnel? It's Logan on the outside. He's going to turn in and he's got the move done. That might be a warning, but he's got the move done. And he's going to try and catch Kevin now. So Logan's now in a net P3. Expect him at a double pressure. I just bottled, yeah. Oh, and we've got Simply coming back at Logan on the inside. Logan's going to hang it in there. You have to back out of that. That would have been a crash. Good awareness there from Logan. But now he's going to be under pressure from Kyle Manderson. Can't make the move yet. But at the same time, we are discrediting the first and second drivers right now who are on the alternate strategy. But here comes Logan back for round 3 on Simply. Simply defends. Not enough because Logan gets the inside. And now they've... That was so close to a crash. Simply sort of lost it there. He turned in. I thought they made contact. I wasn't sure if they was. Well, here comes Callum Anderson on Simply. That's cost him, and Callum is now ahead of him. And up to P6. I'd love to see the onboard there, how close that was to contact. Which is good for him. Oh, and I think Cooper's going to make a move on Simply. Is he? Oh, he's bottled! He's done a Paco, he's bottled! Out of the final corner, we just went gone past Cooper. Oh, Chris is bottled! They've actually hit each other. Cooper and Chris have hit each other. That's the second time we've seen Cooper round. There. Unfortunately, we just caught the end of that. We couldn't see it. And we've got a safety car. We have a safety car. Who will pit now out of the top? Oh, I would pit. It wouldn't be. You wouldn't need it. So anyway, here we go. It is Logan ahead of Simply, ahead of Flip-Flop Fish, ahead of Kevin, ahead of Machine Fish in the top 5, and Carl Manson P6. Is he going to go? Where's he going to go? Is he going to go? Yeah, he's overtaking to the flag, it's the start finish line, and that is a good start there. And Machine Fishy's out. Machine Fishy is out already. I don't know what's happened there. That is the lap car, and that is around the outside. Can he hold it? I'm not sure. But we're going to look at Simply. He's making aggressive. That's Kevin on the inside of Simply. Barges his way through. And now we've got Epic. Who is this face? Okay, Stream. Stream is okay, I think, yeah. And Benji had no penalties in that entire race. Well done to him. Brilliant, fantastic. Ahead of Kevin.
Lights out, time to run what you brung their way in a puff of smoke. And a great start by T. Jonas. We've got some contact in the back already. That's Sam Thompson. And it looked like one of the racing points, possibly Harry Cooper. We've got some shuffling going on in the back. They're 3 wide through turn 1. There's already some wing damage on James Hallwood's Ferrari. The 2 McLarens push each other off the track. And somehow Sandre comes out in 19th. He's trying to go around the outside. But look at this. Ben Fernandez has made a pass on T. Jonas. And it looks like Paco blows the second chicane. And he's going to drive through there. And Suarez has got the DRS slot open as they head down the front straightaway. He's going to pull out. And he's going to try and take that spot away from Fernandez. And Fernandez is going to lose out on that. Excuse me. Trying to get that power down on those hard tires. DRS slot Well, I guess they don't have the DRS, do they? Yep, the slot's open. He's going to pull out. Anderson's going to take the inside line. Can he make the move? Big lock up there, side by side still. And T. Jonas makes the pass. And I'm loving the ability to work the TV pod camera. This is great. Here comes Anderson to the inside. And Anderson's not going to be able to make it. T. Jonas trying to make the corner. Gets a good run coming out of Ascari down the back straightaway. And they're side by side. Suarez tries to squeeze him into the grass. And they're shoulder to shoulder as they head down into the Parabolica. Crossover move. He gets the power down. The drag race to the front stretch. And to the checkered flag. And they bump a little bit. And they come across the line. And everything's going to be absolutely ridiculous with timing and scoring. And Sam Thompson's going to crash his way across the line because lights out, time to run what you brung, and it's a good start for Logan to run and the Team Haas. Zentner's going to try and dive down to the inside. And we've already got a timing and scoring glitch because Bjorn Langfeld's the leader of this race, even though he started in 9th. Jesus Christ. Baboon J, who started 20th, is currently running in 2nd. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll try and keep up with the battle on track. So it looks like this is Epic the Animal, followed by Ben Fernandez. Fernandez going to try and dive into the inside. He's got Thomas Zentner behind him, and Sassy Pickle the top 4. Side by side, Fox makes the move, looks at the back, and here comes T. Jonas! T. Jonas to the inside! And it's a 2-for-1 deal, but it's backwards! McGregor loses out 2 spots in 1 corner. Brandon Villegas for a collision with Kevin Harrison. So it looks like the safety car was going in this lap. Now this is where we ran into some issues last week at Monza. We still had yellow flag conditions even though the safety car would go in. And the safety car is in the pits. And we're back to green flag racing. Everything's working on timing and scoring. It's a Christmas miracle. So Epic the Animal off to the races. He's got Sassy Pickle and his teammate Thomas Zentner behind him. And Epic already out to an 0.8 of a second gap. And side by side goes Zentner with Sassy Pickle, and Pickle's going to lose out on that battle. The power of the Haas down the straightaway, and a little bit of a lock up there, but good on Thomas Zentner, and now it's a Haas 1-2. And Kevin Harrison is all over the back of Shea Fox as well, so it's a 3-car battle here for the 8th spot. Big movement there for Paco Suarez, and he comes back into the track. Big moment for Suarez as he saves the car, gets it back on track. Fox is going to try and make the move, and this is not a good spot to try and pass. And again, side by side, he's stuck on the outside. Suarez is going to push him wide. He's almost into the grass, and Suarez relinquishes the spot. Fox runs very wide coming out of that corner, and now Suarez is side by side with Kevin Harrison, and Harrison's going to make the move. Full throttle. Fox is losing ground here, and it's a 3-car battle. Here comes Suarez to the bus stop chicane. He's got the position. Woo, that's close. And here comes Suarez again, trying to get the power down. Tries to get the power for the crossover, and he can't make it work. And look at the cars stacked up behind him. And here comes Kevin Harrison to the outside of turn 1. And again, Suarez blocks up the right fronts. Oh, and it's another big twitch there, and they side by side, they're rubbing each other. You can't go side by side. 2-0 Rouge, this is not going to work. Oh, and they make contact, and it's a big moment for Paco Suarez. Oh, and there goes T. Jonas. Kevin Harrison spins, and a virtual safety car is out. Suarez loses the front wing, and that was never going to work. And out of the bus stop chicane, and green, we are back to green flag racing. And did Shea Fox just make a move to the 6th spot? Meanwhile, Ewan McGregor got a great job. Oh, and it's 3 wide down into turn 1. Oh, no, and Logan runs wide coming out of the corner, and look at this, Ewan McGregor. Using the force and tricks that Yoda taught him, takes the lead heading down into Eau Rouge. And Logan is going to be really mad about this because here comes Paul Farthing. And he's up in the third, and it's 5 cars down into 1 corner. What's going to happen here? Down into the bus stop chicane. Anybody would trying to make a last-ditch effort. They're all nose to tail, but nobody's going to be able to make a move. And here we go, time penalties. We'll see what the time penalties are at the end of this race. Ewan McGregor's going to come across the line first. Ben Fernandez picks up the win. Epic the Animal second. Ewan McGregor drops to third. Shay Fox up to fourth. T. Jonas into fifth. Alejandro Gapar is seventh. Kevin Harrison eighth. Paul Farthing. So Ben Fernandez finds himself on the podium once again, making it 3 for 3. He's batting 1,000 this year. 3 races, 3 podium finishes, 2 of them unofficially wins. Oh, we've got ourselves a drive-through penalty. Thomas Zentner jumped the start and lights out, and they are off and running. Time to run what you brought Logan down into turn 1, and immediately Ben Fernandez is in the second spot, and immediately timing and scoring is already screwed up because Sandre Sauerhoff's in second, even though he is not. He's all the way in the back. So I love the Codemasters with their crap here. Epic. Epic is your leader. As yes, it is, Anthony. It's almost impossible to do. Almost impossible to do at all. What is going on here? There we go, having some phone issues, but we are back and running. Green flag racing, and immediately Epic is off to a 6/10 gap. And we've got a lot of shuffling going on in the back. Looks like James Hallworth has lost a couple of spots and around the outside. Oh, and it's a battle here. Bjorn Langfell and Ewan McGregor. And it's not going to happen. Ben Fernandez is going to just miss out on this. And look at this! Unbelievable timing and scoring. I don't remember time penalties being an issue this race, but unbelievable. Kevin Harrison is credited with the win. Logan is going to be kicking himself in the butt, dropping from another win down to third. Ben Fernandez fourth. And Kevin Harrison, silent but deadly, didn't put a foot wrong all day, stayed within where he needed to be as far as time penalties go, walks away with the win. Unbelievable. So Kevin Harrison proving to be the Rainmeister once again. So, lights out, time to run what you brung. They're away to puff of smoke, and it's a good getaway for Logan Aram. And here comes Sassy Pickle, tries to get in between. He's going to try and take over Ben Fernandez, but he can't make it work. Oh, and the McLaren's going around. That's Brandon Villegas. What has happened to Brandon Villegas on the opening lap? Looks like he had a bit of a tank slapper, managed to save it. Meanwhile, there's a battle back towards the front end mid-pack. This is Thomas Zentner trying to work his way up into the third spot. See if he can get up there to help his teammate. Oh, and there's huge contact there between the Haas and the Red Bull. Luckily, no one, doesn't look like anybody lost any wings or anything like that. We've got T. Jonas battling it out with his teammate. And here we go. Now Gapar's got a run coming out down the straightaway, side by side with Logan. Logan's going to go deep onto the brakes. And Gapar is going to put the power down, and he's got him. He's got him. A change for position. It took 9 laps worth of racing, but Alejandro got the job done, and now Epic the Animal is in danger of losing another spot. He makes up most of his time, and he's got the DRS slot open, and now he's going to be close enough to try and make a move. Is he going to try and late break him into turn 2? Yes, he is. He's going to try and get in there. And he's going to push him a little bit wide, gets the power down, and Epic the Animal, Logan, retakes the lead, and he's got the DRS advantage from the timing and scoring point. But Alejandro is still there. Now is Alejandro going to try and do a move? Late on the brakes. Big lockup as we see Thomas Zentner. Oh my goodness, Thomas Zentner going 3 wide with the Red Bulls, trying to wreak some havoc and help his teammate out. And down to the inside, Zentner's going, they bump wheels and they're 3 wide into the corner. That's not going to work for anybody. We've got another yellow flag, sector 2 and 3, and it looks like that might be Sondre Sauerhog. And he gets up and running again. So Sondre and Peter Villegas having a tough time today, but look at this battle for the 3rd spot, and Brandon Villegas is going to retire from the session into the pit lane. And when they're bumping and grinding, Zentner making life very difficult for the 2 Red Bulls, and I think Ben Fernandez is starting to get a little aggravated. And here we go again, Ben Fernandez trying to make the move around Thomas Zentner for the 2nd spot. And look at Zentner trying to get out of the corner to get that power down. And Zentner is not going to go quietly into the night. Big lockup on the right front. And now look at this, the Red Bull are side by side as Alejandro Gapar goes around the outside of Zentner to take the 3rd spot away. So it was a Haas one. James Hallworth will get that 10th points paying position. Here comes Logan Aron, and I think he's finally going to get that win that he's been looking for all season. No incidences today. He comes across the line. Alejandro Gapar is going to slow down and let his teammate go by. Look at this. And that is bad news bears for Logan. I'm surprised by that. T. Jonas picks up 4th spot. Kevin Harrison 5th. Ewan McGregor is 6th. Start-finish line to let Ben Fernandez go by. So Logan will be happy with the win, but he's not going to be able to close in that points gap as much as he wanted to. And the rivalry between Team Haas, Logan, and Alejandro and Ben Fernandez is just going to get worse as this season goes on. Lights. And a drive-through penalty for Sondre Sauerhog for jumping the start. It's time to run what you brung, and they're off and away to puff of smoke. Good start by Kevin Harrison. The 2 Red Bulls behind him. They fan out behind him, and it's going to get messy coming down here into turn 1. Very slow. Lots of bumping and grinding. One of the Renaults goes around. That's Luis Wassman, unfortunately. So Wassman's already had an issue, and he's all the way back to the end of the field. Meanwhile, Ben Fernandez right there. Harrison may or may not be a sitting duck. He's going to see if this tire strategy works out for him because he's on the softs. He didn't pit. And we are back to green flag racing. Remember, no passing before the start-finish line. And Kevin Harrison is off to the races. Try and get some of these guys heading through turn 1. And down the straightaway, we've got a yellow flag, sector 1. Uh-oh. Alejandro Gapar looks like he may have had an issue heading into turn 1. He's dropped all the way to 18. Meanwhile, Logan Aron is making a run on Anton down the front straightaway. To the outside, trying to hang tough. Can he outbrake him? They're side by side as they head into turn 1. There's a little bit of contact there. Looks like Logan's going to make it work, and he gets by Anton. So Anton falls to 3rd, and here comes T. Jonas trying to make a move on Anton himself. And now these two are going to go 3 wide into the corner. T. Jonas is making the move on Anton. They rub wheels a little bit. Epic trying to scoot away from this and close that gap down to Kevin Harrison. And Anton last year. Oh, we got a battle here for the lead. Thomas Zentner and Ben Fernandez. Zentner trying to get out in front of the Red Bull, maybe help out his teammate a little bit. To the inside, big lockup on that right front from Fernandez. Thomas can't get the power down. We'll see how long Zentner can keep him behind. And here comes Fernandez. Zentner tries to run him all the way down to the grass. He makes contact with him. Oh, and look at this. Fernandez outbreaks himself. That might get looked at the end of this. Oh, okay. And Zentner's going to have to give up the position, and he's going to lose two. Ben Fernandez with that 26-point lead over Logan for the championship. Brandon Villegas has finally left the session. We started with 19 drivers. We've got 15 remaining. T. Jonas trying to take him to the defensive line. He's going to try and make Ben go to the outside. Ben almost outbreaks himself again. He's side by side with Jonas. Jonas gets the power down. And now the crossover move. He's going to try and get to the inside. He's just at the right rear. T. Jonas late on the brakes, locks up the right front. Jonas trying to get that power down, but he's not going to be able to make it work. Ben Fernandez up into the fourth spot. Next on the hill does not play a very aggressive game. Ooh, and to the inside, and look at this late brakes again. He's got those soft tires. Harrison makes contact with him side by side. But look at the power out of the Red Bull, getting that traction down. And he's up into third. And next victim is going to be championship contender Logan Arand. And Logan is going to be shaking his head once again. What do I got to do to beat this guy? Down the front straightaway. Logan's going to try and break up that slipstream a little bit, but I don't think there's going to be much he can do. He's going to stay to the inside, try and take that defensive line away. He's going to make Ben go to the outside. Runs him deep, last of the late breakers, but gets the power down, and that's softs versus hards. Ben Fernandez out in front, but I don't think Epic is quite done with him. Epic trying to look to the inside, looks to the outside. He's all over the gearbox trying to get that power down. Down the backstretch one final time. What is going to become of Alejandro and Ben Fernandez? Big lockup on the right front. And Alejandro Gapar is going to walk away with the win. Epic is third, Kevin Harrison fourth, T. Jonas fifth, and those guys, I think all three of them are going to be shaking their head about what can we do about Ben Fernandez. But there's Alejandro Gapar. That's Alejandro's first win of the season. And actually it's his third podium in the row. So Team Red Bull crushing it this year. Ben Fernandez has now got 5 podiums out of 6 races. Lights out, time to run what you brung their way in a puff of smoke. And a good start by Alejandro, and he's going to cut off Sassy Pickle. And it's going to be a mess heading down into turn 1 and 2. Ooh, and it's getting crazy down here. 4 or 5 wide trying to head through these corners. And obviously you see the timing and scoring is a little bit messed up here on the left-hand side. Sandre is not the leader. He is actually dead last right now. Yellow flag sector 1. Looks like, who is that? It's not Sandre. That is Anton all by his lonesome. Looks like he might have had it off, but he doesn't have any wing damage, so he'll keep it. Along with Thomas Mumford. Sassy Pickle still not able to find a way around. Meanwhile, I want to take a quick, oh wait, Sassy's going to make a move. He's finally going to get to the inside. Mumford falls to fourth, and Sassy's going to try and get that 2-for-1 deal. He's up into second for just a split second, though. He's going to get it. He's got the position, 2-for-1. Sassy Pickle said, I've had enough of this. Oh, and Fox is going to go to the outside, and so's Logan. Logan's going to go with him. He's side by side with Mumford now as they head through the corner. And they're rubbing shoulders with each other. They make contact down the straightaway. Oh, no, and he's out. It's a massive crash.
that's a sure safety car. It's full course caution right now for in terms of yellows. Haven't seen anything to
Fourth
say.
right now between Luis Wassman and Shay Fox. Shay putting on quite a show today. And he's going to make a move coming down the straightaway. Oh, and they make contact and Shay goes around!
I'm not sure.
Oh, and now he's giving a hard time getting it going. Backs out of the way very nicely to let the other cars.
Looks like he had space. It just Shay drifted out a bit too much, and now Logan's trying it down the inside of Lewis. Now he's going to go around the outside of the final few corners. He's going to get squeezed, and it looks like he still has a run maybe into turn one side by side. This is not
going
a
to be
fun place to go side by side. I can't lie. But it looks
and
like
they
they're
touch.
maybe going to make it work, and he gets pushed out wide, and Logan's going to take that P4 away from Lewis. Nice little fight from them.
Oh, and a big wiggle coming out of the corner.
Might not be over.
Big wiggle coming out of that corner. And
Lewis is going to try around the outside now. Please don't have a repeat
it's the same thing!
Slap.
Oh, he saves it! What a save! What a save from Logan! Oh my goodness!
This could be removed. Lewis is on the back of Logan. Logan's going to defend to the inside. Lewis going around the outside once again. He loves the outside when he's going to be making moves, and it looks like he has it for now, but coming into the chicane, Logan's going to try and come back at him. He squeezes him, neither giving more than an inch of what they have to.
Oh, and they touch!
And it looks like Lewis might just have him here.
And this is, this battle won't quit, and what's funny about this battle is...
Oh, it looks like he got a little better of an exit, but it doesn't look enough. He's not going to go for a dive anyway. And it looks like Adrian is just going to hold him off for P2. Of course, oh god. I'm forgetting all their names. Alejandro takes the win. And
looks like Logan is going to be able to... Logan's going to be able to hold off Luis Wassman, but Wassman's going to take fourth place over the timing penalties. Now, Sandre Sauerhog's going to come across himself. So they receive Alejandro Gapar. Now, that is 2 weeks in a row Alejandro has picked up a win, and that is going to solidify him in second place for the point standings. And Team Red Bull played a masterful team strategy this weekend. But moving forward, there's only a few rounds left. Do we start to see a possible rivalry between Red Bull teammates? And of course we've got some, there we go, wait on the 5 red lights, lights out, time to run what you brung. They're away in a puff of smoke, and it looks like it's a good start for Ben Fernandez. He gets a good jump on Logan. Logan's going to try and go to the inside, and now it becomes the outside. He's going to cut the corner a little bit. It's very messy through there. They're side by side. And these two trying to pull away. It looks like Luis Wassman's getting the spot up into third. Brandon Villegas has dropped the spot, and one of the McLarens has gone around. Was that Villegas? The timing and scoring's all jacked up. Oh, we've got bits and pieces flying everywhere. We've got a safety car, and it was Louis Quinlan that got spun. And we've already got a safety car on the opening couple of corners of this race. And it looks like Logan's starting to pick up the pace a little bit. Comes out of the penultimate corner. And it's hammered down. Logan Arond off and running. We're green, green, green. And James Hallworth already under threat from Alejandro Gapar. Alejandro going to try and go around the outside heading into turn one. And they almost touch. Good move by Alejandro to pick up that position. Maybe caught James Hallworth napping a little bit. So he loses out. There's already a second gap from Logan back to Luis Wassman. So good on Logan. A good jump to that start. Meanwhile, Bjorn Langfeld's got Thomas Zentner all over the back of him, and now they're side by side. Sandre Sauerhog picks up a 3-second time penalty, and Thomas Zentner is going to make that pass heading down into the right-left section here. I don't know any of the corner names. Oh, and look at this. Langfeld's going to lose another spot to Ben Fernandez, and Langfeld gets the raw end of a 2-for-1 as he loses 2 spots in a couple of corners. Would like to get that spot back, because this is about to become a 3 or 4 car battle for the third spot. And here comes Zender to the inside. Bit of a lockup on both front tires. Going to try and push wide Ben Fernandez. Zentner's going to take the spot back. Good on Zentner to take that spot. And that's what Logan needs. Ooh, Logan getting to the inside, and Harrison gets pushed a little wide. And Harrison's going to get to roll into that deal. Loses 2 spots in 1 corner. So Sanjay fighting for that 10th spot. And the timing and scoring was clearly all jacked up because I thought there was another lap to go. So Alejandro and these guys, look at this. Brandon Villegas with a great run to 4th today. Kevin Harrison up into 5th. And there you see Alejandro Gapar taking a chunk out of Ben Fernandez's point lead. Same goes to be said for Logan Aron, who's taken a bit of a chunk out of that point lead as well. So the championship battle is still between these 3 drivers here, primarily between Team Red Bull. We didn't see any team strategy this weekend like we did last weekend. Last weekend they ran a masterful...
Let's see, 5 red lights, and away we go, and it looks like that's an AI of Benji actually. Oh, but as Rowan has managed to get a drive-through after jumping the start. However, he will take the lead down into turn 1, it looks like, unless Alejandro is going to be able to stay ahead. Indeed, Marshall, indeed. But Alejandro stays ahead. Rowan, however, with his drive-through, though, is in second. But look at this, though. Brandon up into 3rd as he overtakes Rowan. And we can see now Peter and Kevin fighting for position as well. Peter is going to take that from Kevin, I think. And this is what we see when we have people on soft and people on mediums. It's going to be some fighting, especially from the driver's side, although. And we can see that Brandon doesn't go for it. And Brandon now really close to Alejandro, going on to the main straight. And we're going to have Brandon making the move for the lead here. Going into turn 1. And we have Brandon in the lead in his McLaren ahead of Alejandro. Now but we can see him clearly faster than Alejandro at the moment. Ooh! As Brandon loses it in the fast right-hander, losing the position to Alejandro again, and he's gonna have to make that overtake again if he wants to get in front. From Peter Sundberg on this final lap. We will have to wait and see, but nonetheless, we're going to head over to Alejandro Gapar as he is heading towards the finish line through the final chicane for the last time as he's heading out of the final corner, weaving over the line, happy with his 3rd win in a row. While, but it is Alejandro Gapar who takes the win. His 3rd win in a row, his 5th podium in a row, as he now edges into single digits behind his teammate in the championship, I believe.
For this race, we're going to wait for the 5 red lights. Action-packed. Lights out, and time to run what you brought. And it looks like it's a great start by Kevin Harrison. And I don't know what happened there, if there was a glitch in the lighting system or not, but Harrison is off to a flying start. And a lot of guys look like they were caught sitting still. Everybody is ghosted. Another quality timing and scoring glitch by Codemasters. So I don't know what's going on. We'll try and pick up everything that's happening. It looks like that's Rowan Lakely made a little bit of contact with one of the cars. Somebody way off track comes back on. Looks like that might have been Bjorn Langfell. It was hard to tell. Lots of action going on in the back. Spears getting around Sanjay Sauerhawk. Sauerhawk looks like he's run wide. Oh my, look, there goes Logan. He's up into the 10th position. He's finding himself in the points. Sanjay falls out of the points, and Logan gets the 2-for-1 deal coming out of that corner. Gets around Bjorn Langfell and Sanjay Sauerhawk down that straightaway. And now Logan finds himself sitting in 9th position. Good on him. That's unfortunate. I couldn't tell if you had gotten a great start or not, but
yeah, restart now though.
Yeah, it looks like we're back to some green flag racing and trying to see if there's going to be any team orders between Logan and Thomas Zentner for Haas. See if Thomas is going to let Logan by since he's in the championship points battle, but it doesn't look like that's the case so far.
Yeah, he has actually. Yeah, there you go. On the exit, he actually did just that. Logan lets his, well, Logan gets let past by his teammate there.
He's actually trying to make a move, coming down the front straightaway. He's got the DRS advantage, and it looks like we had a couple of cars hitting pit road. Logan not close enough, dives in deep at the last second, gets inside of Adrian. They bump a little bit, but he finally makes the move. That's going to put him into second place because Ben Fernandez was one of the cars that dived into the pits. Looks like he's going to go for the undercut and try and extend his gap on Alejandro. Now, Alejandro is now 0.7 of a second in front of Logan.
For the last round, I'm not completely sure how it's going to work out as Sondre makes a move.
Sondre makes a move to the outside, and Sondre takes it going into the turn one. And Villegas, as we said, he was going to be at the disadvantage, but now Sondre is going to be at a disadvantage because Brandon and Ben will both have the DRS advantage.
Yeah,
and here comes Brandon.
Benji's just getting held up by both of them. He can't actually make an overtake. Logan's gonna be
Oh, and Sondre hangs tough. He hangs on to the lead. Villegas side by side as they head up the hill to the right-hander, and around the outside tries to go Villegas. Sondre's trying to push him wide. Sondre hanging tough. Logan now becoming a part of this battle. Here comes Logan. And simply now starting.
Simply lovely from Sondre there. Beautiful defending, and he's kept the lead. So he's really on it. He's not giving up at all. Proving that like he is here and he's not going anywhere anytime soon. He's showing 4, 5,
and here
6,
comes Fernandez. Fernandez dives to the inside down towards turn one, and Fernandez is going to try and take it, and he's almost going to outbreak himself. And now Sondre Sauerhog has to worry about Fernandez.
Oh, and it looks like
Big is trying to come back.
Brandon's got a better exit though, and it looks like Sondre might lose out here.
Oh, and Sondre's going to lose out on 2 spots. Fernandez makes the move. Can Villegas get it back? Big lockup from the left front from Fernandez. And this is not what Logan wanted to see. We've got a yellow flag, sector 3. Unbelievable. So here we go. Ben Fernandez is going to come across the line with a big win. Logan Aron is second. Brandon Villegas is going to come across third, but timing penalties are going to be issued. What's going to happen here?
Yeah, and
look at that. Alejandro to second. Oh, my goodness. So top 3 in the points, finished top 3 in the race. And James Torish gets credit for 4th. Villegas drops to 5th. Sondre is 6th. And Sondre Sauerhog saying he is happy, even though he did have a couple of bottles throughout the course of the race. So the Bottle Hog able to put some points on the board for Alfa Romeo. And there you see Ben Fernandez. We've seen that sight all too many times this season. But him and Alejandro Gapar are going to take the Red Bull Championship fight into the final round next week at Singapore, where we will finish out Season 8 for IRL. Himself, but here we go. 5 red lights. Lights are out. Time to run what you brung. Their way to puff of smoke. Good start by Logan Aron, and he gets the jump to the inside. Here comes Villegas, and he's not going to be able to hang tough. He almost gets clipped by Thomas Zentner. Logan out in front already. So we got a lot of stuff going on in the back. Look at this, 3-4 wide coming out of the turn 1-2 complex. Ooh, and look at this, side by side, wheel to wheel action, and ooh, and these guys are dumping into the turn. And again, to the inside. Now that's the same spot where he tried to make that move last time. And it looks like he's going to get the job done this time with the DRS. And Kevin Harrison moves his way up into 3rd. And this battle is amazing to watch right now. Here comes Adrian to the inside. And look at this, all the way down, under braking. Adrian's going to get him. He pushes him wide. Bjorn back to the inside. No, Bjorn's going to lose the spot. So he spent possibly the last spot in the podium. We're still going to have clarification on that. Good run by Adrian. Here he comes. Powers down the Ferrari. Gets by Ben Fernandez. And it looks like we've got Jensen Randall joining us on the live chat. Jensen, welcome to what is... Oh, my goodness. And now we've got 2 cars into the wall. That's Sondre and Brandon Villegas. And now Brandon Villegas has to play the Austin Powers. And when Villegas is going to retire from the session, he says, to hell with this. Sondre is off and running. Unbelievable. Looks like Epic, the Animal Epic, having some issues. Looks like he's getting passed down the inside, which becomes the outside and across the nose. Whoo! Bjorn Langfeld cuts across the nose of Epic. Epic trying to outbrake himself. Oh, and he almost makes contact there. This whole gaggle of cars here. Meanwhile, Bjorn Langfeld making another move to the inside. This is on Jack Yates. Whoo! Meanwhile, we're going to go back to the battle for the lead because it's getting close. Here comes Harrison to the inside. Sassy Pickle, I don't know if he... Oh, and a little bit of a NASCAR bump and run. Harrison with the move. That may or may not get looked at the end of this race. I mean, slick tires on a wet track. Meanwhile, James Torish and Thomas Zentner still battling it out. And Thomas Mumford's left the session. Oh, man, Torish is hard into the wall. Ooh, man. Some of these guys swapping over to the full wet, so maybe this will benefit Logan around a little bit. Logan's going to be able to pick up at least one position, maybe two. So Logan finds himself up into the 5th position. And Kevin Harrison, did Harrison swap for a fresh set of... Yep, Harrison's coming to the pits for a fresh set of wets. So Ben Fernandez up into 3rd, Bjorn Langfeld up into 2nd, and Sassy Pickle now finds himself out in front to the tune of 25 seconds over the battle for 2nd place. Langfeld. And Bjorn, he's got Kevin Harrison breathing down his neck. Harrison to the inside, and woo, full wets over the intermediates. Harrison shut that down real quick. I saw the rain was going to be there, but thought maybe it would come a little sooner. But between the alternate tire strategy, a full set of wets, and just his wet weather prowess, Kevin Harrison running in the 2nd spot. And, I mean, he is taking chunks of time out of Adrian's lead. But, again, it was 25 seconds. It's now down to 19. I mean, he's not going to make up 19 seconds in 2 laps. If he does, I will call him Michael Schumacher. But for right now, he's just Kevin Harrison. 5th spot. And Harrison can see him. It's now less than 2 seconds. Here comes Kevin Harrison, and the battle's not over. 1.3 seconds is the gap. Kevin Harrison is on a tear. Here he comes. And he's all over the gearbox now. Last lap. Adrian can't get the power down. Here comes Kevin Harrison as we ride on board. They're side by side heading into the next corner. Kevin Harrison makes the move. Adrian's going to try to outbrake him, and Harrison runs wide. They make contact. And Kevin Harrison, unbelievable run to the end of this race, makes the pass for the lead. And he's making a gap. Kevin Harrison, the new Michael Schumacher in wet weather racing. And Eric, you've raced against Kevin Harrison in the wet. Unbelievable run to the end of this race. And would you really expect anything less from Kevin Harrison?
I mean, I know he's a good Wayne driver, but flipping heck, 25-second gap in the last 5 laps. Not even Michael Schumacher did that in his prime, so we have a real Wayne master of IRL right here. Kevin Harrison, unbelievable drive.
What an amazing run by Kevin Harrison.
Unbelievable.
That is crazy. And Logan Arond, his day's been, I can't even describe his day because the timing and scoring was so bad. But 3rd place run for him. And look at this, here we go. Luis Wassman, your F4 champion. Looks like he's gonna let Ben Fernandez go by. Which really doesn't matter. Fernandez was gonna win the championship anyway, so congratulations to Ben Fernandez. And, but big congratulations to Ben Fernandez on winning the Season 8 F3 championship. Big congratulations to Kevin Harrison. What an unbelievable run to the end of this season. Unbelievable run to the end of that race. Logan Arond finishing 3rd. That's his 8th podium of the season. He's going to finish 3rd in points behind Alejandro Gapar, even though Alejandro, he did participate in qualifying, but because of the lobby glitch that we had, he wasn't able to stick around long enough for the race. So a little bit of a sour note there for the championship fight, as it really did come down to this last race.